And we are heading to Georgia, the country.
Looks like Mr. Aggressive.
Turn the TV on. Find something in English. Look at the.
Which number bed is this? 4? Fourth? Fourth bed?
Georgian bed.
Fourth Georgian bed. Fourth Georgian hotel. We are here for all of 6 hours. This is pomegranate wine. See how well this goes. Cheesecake, pomegranate wine, pomegranate cheesecake.
Source. Media.
It'd be a great room if we visit again. When we visit again. In the bathroom. This is the kind of bathroom I do like. Oh, and they even have sandals in here. Nice towel rack. It's like a little B&B. There's also like a little thing outside. And that is the airport. That way. This is very Middle Eastern-esque area.
We got
I thought that was a black bottle. It is clear.
a bottle of pomegranate wine, and I just poured it, and it smells fantastic.
Ah.
And we're about to have some pomegranate wine with
Paruski?
what?
I'm trying to think what. Paruski? Pomegranate wine.
This is pomegranate.
No, the cheers.
Oh. So we're about to have some pomegranate wine with some cheesecake before we sleep for like 5 hours. But it smells fantastic, so.
That is a pomegranate vodka.
At first it tastes like pomegranate juice, and then it gets really dry and turns into a red wine.
Yeah.
It's very,
It's sweet. It's like a dry, sweet red wine. Like if Merlot was sweet, this is what it would be.
but it's boozy pomegranate, and I think it's gonna go great with this
It's
cheesecake.
gonna do the job. Oh, you keep drinking it, it just starts tasting like alcohol.
Yeah, it's kind of,
It's homemade.
yeah, it is homemade. That's good. I like it. It's really warming. I think that it's. Does it have an ABV on it? Because I would say that it's like
I highly doubt that.
16 or so. Look at this bottle.
Homemade.
Plastic bottle. We got it from a little shop in.
Here.
Oh yeah, it was in
It was
Bleacy.
Bleacy,
We
yeah.
took it all the way between.
Yeah, we
and
brought it back. That's
Well-
just standard cheesecake, and I think some kind of berry, not pomegranate. It's a different berry. It's a little
Maybe.
berry. There's the heater. While we eat and try to go to sleep, we're also going to make sure we have everything ready for tomorrow because cab will be here at 6:15. Flight leaves at 9. Hopefully we leave with it. PCR test is required. We got one this morning. They said the results wouldn't be in until 11, and then we said, no, we need to leave, and they said, okay, 8. So it's like an hour cutting it in, and they get emailed, so that's good. So as long as we receive said email, and as long as we are negative,
If you're positive, we will be having an extended vacation in Belize,
yes.
which honestly, well, I'm sorry.
Right, I know, and your dad and Lolly. I don't know what their quarantine rules are, or what the quarantine rules are, but everything changes so quick. But we're gonna get this done with. Chug with wine. Get the full effect.
What to do? Thing's got a lot of egg because it got like bready consistency.
It's fluffy though. No, it's-
Not crazy sweet.
What a cheesecake should
Really
taste
good.
like.
I like it.
Mm.
Let's finish that one before we go to this one because I think that one's gonna be richer with the berries and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, check out how thick she is. Oof.
Ay, perdóname, te confundí con un pedazo de caca. Ay, no te preocupes, amiga.
This one is a little bit softer feeling, like way softer. There's a red bottom. It's like a custard. It's like a, I want to say lingonberry.
Go ahead and eat your half so you don't have to lick your fingers and get spit all over it.
It just falls apart.
I know, that's why I was saying you eat.
Sure.
Just go ahead and get your half and then I'll eat
It's
mine.
everywhere. That is like a custard cheesecake. I'm taking this toothbrush because I don't have mine. That's my toothbrush now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Just pick up the whole thing and shove it in your mouth.
Ah.
Get in there. Isn't that crazy? It's like a custard cheesecake. So good. Like I want to say boysenberry, but I've never had boysenberry before. You left a lot of the crumb. Oh, my sister. My sister and niece were the ones that went and got all the treats for us before we left, and they specifically made sure to get cheesecake because Matt loves cheesecake. That's all he's talked about. I mean, the airplane cheesecake is delicious, so.
Yeah. And
That is what cheesecake should
probably
taste
have-
like. No, you're good.
there was a pistachio eclair.
I don't know if they're eclairs. I feel like that's the wrong word, but they looked
Yeah.
like it. And I don't want to say cannoli.
Lady's finger, but
We'll
they're
figure it out.
filled.
Right here is what it is.
But one was pistachio, had pistachio cream inside, pistachio cream on the top, then crumbles pistachios. That one was actually my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a chocolate one.
It's
which
chocolate.
Chocolate's good.
It was it was like
a lot.
it was like Nutella mixed with like thinned out.
Yeah. And then the first cheesecake was really bready and more savory, which was really good. But I think that cheesecake was my favorite one that I've had.
That's like the boiled cheesecake. Like creme brulee almost.
And I'm not gonna lie, the one on the airplane is better than any cheesecake I've had in the States.
Yeah.
But
They know how to do cheese here. Cheese and wine, they know what they're fucking doing. Actually, as we were driving, the taxi driver, he was amazing, so friendly. He was like, America, good, but Georgia, food, wine. So he knew what he was talking about. And I think when I said khachapuri, he then corrected me and he was like, khachapuri, and then he said it again. So I think it's like a regional dialect.
yeah, because he said you're coming from
But
Batumi.
yeah.
And he
And
said, so it's called that. And it might even be a different recipe. Slightly.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to look that up, but I think there might be a regional difference. Like in the US, we have the same kind of thing.
Because when we.
Because you said the T, we saw a T spelling and a P spelling.
And also when we were here in Belize, Rita ordered that. And we thought that's what we were going to get. But it was more of a pizza. But when we first got here, we didn't know that there were two different ones.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that she ordered that one, but we got more of a pizza type thing. And I think that could be what he was referring to.
Ah.
And that khachapuri in Batumi is the eye-shaped one with the egg yolk in the middle. It literally looks like an eyeball.
But at Gourmand, we ordered the royal khachapuri, and that was the round again with the. That's why I was saying I think the Algerian. Anyway, we're gonna need to look it up because I think it could be a regional dialect, it could be a recipe, it could be anything. But the food has been amazing. The beer is good. It's like all local, basically.
Yeah.
Everything's homemade. It's just.
They're like cheap pilsners that are you know, would be equivalent to a Budweiser in the States. They're all like really good pilsners
Mhm.
here. There was only one, the kayak one that.
And that was a canned, so
It was
whatever.
dirt cheap.
And it was dirt cheap, but the food, the drink, the sights, and the Scartvello people love their country and are very proud of their heritage. Not so much their government, but I mean, who really likes their own government? So, who actually likes their government? And I have only seen, I think, one homeless person. And I think she might have been a statue. So, very little crime as well, and everyone's been very nice. I don't know if it's because of the American thing or because they're just nice. And someone actually asked Matt if he was Texan, and tonight we found out why. They have a George W. Bush highway here that is leading to the airport of all places, because in Houston there's George International Airport. But that's for his dad. That's George H. Bush International. So it's kind of funny.
The taxi driver, it sounded like he was trying to say, I mean, we couldn't get the whole story. He spoke pretty good English and was able to point out things, but I think what he was saying is that George W. Bush came to Georgia, and so that's why they named a street after him.
And he loved Georgia, which I mean, Georgia, so.
But it's cool.
Yes.
So now I'm going to make Samantha put that down so that we can get, it is 12:30. If we go to sleep right now, we're going to get 5.5 hours of sleep. So we're going to pack our bags, sleep for 5 hours. And when we get to the airport, we have to wait till we get to the airport to get coffee. So it's literally going to be wake up, grab our bags, take a taxi to the airport.
But luckily we're like 1 kilometer away, so like 2 miles away from the airport, so it'll be very, very quick.
Yep.
But
Yeah, everybody. It is very, so comfortable to me. After these 15 years in Vietnam.
Nie, tak chyba.